This is John Paul Wright. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. I don't really say it anymore, but it's a habit because, well, this channel is celebrity news, pop culture, things like that. And I have a personal channel also, which is just kind of whatever. And I mean whatever in more personal because it's a personal channel. All right, let's see what we got here. What's up, Difer JD? How you doing? What's up, Joni? What's up, Laura B? Yeah, once in a while I get a chance and I figured it's a good night. I got some time. Haven't streamed in a while, so whatever happens, happens. I'll stay on for like at least an hour, something like that. But hey, you never know. Got videos to make. Ezra Miller is now in the news again because Ezra is now accused of being a cult leader, something like that. Gonna cover that. There's always stories about Newsweek and Johnny to cover, unsealed documents, things like that. So I got a ton of videos I can make if, we're just kind of hanging out and no one stops by. But yeah, give it a little while. See what happens. Like an hour. I think I said that. Can't edit this, it's live. Sorry guys. What's up, Terry? Nice to see you. Oklahoma. Isn't that a Counting Crows song? Oklahoma, I think it is. Not sure. But anyway, what's up, Bosette? Nice to see you. And today we'll be looking at some things about Twitter, little bit about Manson. Obviously, Manson is getting in the news more, but the Johnny case is still getting attention. And I gotta say, that umbrella guy had it right. I tell people it's always important to criticize when you see something wrong and things like that. And what he added to that was that nothing has really changed after the verdict. Like, we imagined the verdict was going to happen and Amber fans would not be changed. They wouldn't have their minds changed. But we imagined more corporations and companies and news media and things like that would have their mind changed. But not really. What happened was nothing. Basically, they're hitting Johnny harder than ever, and a lot of Johnny fiends. I was gonna say, all right, take two. A lot of Johnny fans are like pulling back. They're like, well, case is over. Johnny won. Let's call it a day. And what happens with that is they just keep coming on harder and harder and harder. Looks like I got my DMs open, but probably no surprise. Cindy Bryden, Jan, Laura, Miss Bumblebee, and my friend Alex. So no big deal. No big reveal there. No big conversation reveal. But yeah, I got like, I don't know, probably 20 DMs open at one time. So, all right. Amber's offered $10 million to star in an adult film. Ooh. Well, she's done it before. And I actually have more pictures of that now, which I had a while ago, but I lost and someone sent me. And we can't really show those on YouTube or anything like that. So, oh well, what the heck? I wouldn't watch it. I guess, I hate to say it, but I think it would do really well because I don't know. I just think out of curiosity, there'd be tons of people who would check it out. So yeah, like I think unfortunately it would do really good. It's kind of like a morbid curiosity, freak show kind of thing for some people. And, there's a lot of people just in the middle of this thing who have no emotional attachment to Johnny or Amber. They just see the huge news and they'll probably just buy something involving Amber because it's just face value to them. It's like me with like, let's like basketball or sports or something. Wait, that was my tea bottle just like popped or something. I don't know why. I'm drinking a lot of green tea. Maybe that got in the live stream. But anyway, when I don't have anything emotional invested and I don't care about the franchise or the people so much, and I'm just watching the thing, like maybe checking it out for like once a week or something, it's totally different. So, yeah, I think there are people who would watch that, but I, of course, would not. And if you want to watch adult movies, you could just like click right on the internet and get like as many as you want for free. So, what's up, Angela? Nice to see you. Not that I do that. I just happen to know that 'cause it's common knowledge. Okay. This is going good. This is going good. Um, yeah. So also, um, I say this over and over and over, but I've got a full-time job. I've got kids. I rarely have time to do live streams. If I did, I'd hook up with a lot of people. I'd go in a lot of lives. I would have been on with Tug. Everybody you see, Popcorn Planet, Andy contacted me. Let's do a live. I can't set him up. I just can't do it. So, you know, Legal Bites would have liked to have a live with her. Can't do it. Just cannot set up lives. So, you know, watch what you want. I watch stuff that's not woke. If it's got a hint of wokeness and it's good, it's tolerable, okay. But as long as it's not woke, then I'll watch it. Even if it's, triple X, I guess, but whatever. like like if you're a guy, you've seen triple X movies and probably watched them. Just saying. Anyway, not the best topic, but it I guess came up because Amber's got offered money for one. Moving on. What's up? Just chilling. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. The time difference isn't a big problem for me because if I didn't have kids and a job, well, okay, yeah, that's part of the problem, but I could just like take a half day off work or, you know, whatever to set up a live, but I've always got like things going on. Someone's always here at my house doing things or whatever. So, and I don't know. Yeah, it's a problem that's like the third problem. Number 1 is having kids. Number 2 is the full-time job. Number 3 is the time zone. So, but yeah. But yeah, what's up, Little Rock? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. All right. So anyway, Evan Rachel Wood is going to go on some kind of a podcast. I'm assuming, it's probably got a couple of 100,000 followers or something like that. Not some like tiny like 2,000 subscriber platform or something. And talk about cults. It's kind of odd. Oh, right. She's accusing Marilyn Manson of being a cult leader. So basically, if you've got a fan base, you're a cult leader. All right, let's see. It's going to be short. It's a preview, but let's see. It's like 26 seconds.
That's part of the trauma of being in a cult or in a cult dynamic is you can't see it when you're in it. And so not only do you have to process like the sort of the shame of what happened to you, but also the shame of what you feel like you participated in, even though you didn't know what you were participating in. And it's like you have to reconcile these two sides. It's a journey. That's part of the trauma.
Okay, well, I gotta admit, I don't know too much about cults, but I would think you'd know you were in one, maybe wanted to get in one for, like making this pseudo family or automatic group of friends because you've got like the same outlook or you're following the same leader or something. If you didn't know you were in a cult, I don't know, man. What would be the point? But yeah, I mean, she kind of has one. I thought when Camille exposed all these lies from Turd, that meant perjury down the road. Now she is she linked? Now she is linked to Epstein. I'm not sure. Bad question for me because I don't really know that much. I'm actually a hack. It's a gimmick. Plus, it's real. What's up, Angela? Call me Chris and Ann before. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm gonna chill for about an hour, something like that. Said that before, but if you're just tuning in now, you wouldn't have heard me said it before. You wouldn't have heard me say it before. Take 2 on that one. What's up, Gene? Nice to see you. And this guy here, Marilyn Manson Uncanceled, has got a really great thread. I mean, honestly, if you guys, I know some people come around here and they're like, how come you defend Manson and you defend Johnny? And I think some people just really need to read a little bit more about Manson's accusers and get just a little bit of a better idea of who you're believing before you just say, I believe them. Also, I found out from Marilyn Manson Uncovered. Marilyn Manson Uncovered. I guess that would be different. Anyway, I learned from John, call him John, that's actually his name. I learned from John that if you just say something about Marilyn Manson, like Phoebe Bridgers, who said she was at a party of his, then you're an accuser. You're on the list. So she said that she heard Marilyn Manson had a special room, the R word, not going to say it, and they put her on the list as somebody who was accusing him of actual abuse. So that's how they got to 19 so fast. Anyone says anything about him with no proof, no evidence, you just say it. Not even no proof or evidence. You don't even have to explain where you were at the time, who you knew at the time, nothing. You just accuse Marilyn Manson of something out of the blue and you're on the list. So pretty silly there. Pretty silly. So yeah, just be aware of who you're believing. And this is a new one from Colonel Kurtz. I've done 2 videos for her now. I want to do a third one at some point. This one's doing really well. Going to go over 100,000. I did sex parties in Hollywood. What I heard about Amber Heard. Right, so her friend Celtic Iron is whatchamacall. I think my stomach's growling, but all right. I'm on kind of a diet like granola and stuff like that, but nothing I could do about it. Nothing I could do about it. Um yeah. Celtic Iron was in the adult industry talking about this again. I didn't mean to, but it's coming up again, and he allegedly knew things about Amber or heard things about her from people in the industry. So that's interesting. He doesn't wear a shirt a lot. And I mean, I'm cool with that if it's his channel and Colonel Kurt's channel, but on my channel, I'd probably like him to wear a shirt if he came on the channel just because. I'm not like some kind of stingy guy or some like hardcore conservative don't have sex until you get married, but just keep your shirt on like, on the channel, please. That's all I'm saying. I hope they'd understand cuz I see him go topless on her show. I don't know, just me. Just, simplistic, like McDonald's shirts and shoes. So anyway, so yes, it was Colonel Kurt's Celtic. It was really good. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, she's good. She's got a nice way of talking. She's got a nice, clear voice, and yeah, what can I say? Okay, he was maybe that time, I'm sure, because she's got a bigger audience now. But they used to do them, and she didn't have shirts on. Excuse me. Jeez, I knew I was gonna mess up like that. Excuse me. He didn't have a shirt on when he did it. I mean, anyway, let's get off this. What's up, Lena? Thank you for stopping by. Considering half of them being BDSM models, it's a bit of a stretch for them to call him out for stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Celtic used to watch a lot of videos here, but what happens is when you get your own channel, you stop watching other people's videos. That's just how it works. It's just YouTube. I've done it myself back in the day. I used to watch people's channels. Then when I started to get my own following, I was like, now I got my own channel and kind of watch you once in a while. But that's life. It's just how it goes. So I agree, John Topless is a bit distracting to say the least. I am trying to be respectful. Yeah, it's distracting, but it's also I don't know exactly how to describe it. I'm totally cool with it. Like if you want to do it on your channel, but just for like the image of a channel, it's like kind of like if someone went on like, CNN or Fox News, just like no shirt, but they were totally serious. It's like that's just unprofessional. Let's just say that. I like to keep some professionalness to the channel, if that makes sense. So personally, I don't care. Professionally, yeah, it looks a little weird. All right, there, I said it. Looks a little weird, Celtic, but maybe he stopped doing that. So fine. What's up, objection hearsay? Nice to see you. Nice text there. What's up, KST? Thank you for stopping by the channel. All the comments, things like that. See you come around once in a while. Normally, I don't blame women doing this job, but in AH's case is different. She surely stole pics and videos to blackmail people. Yeah, that's what I tell people too. A lot of people get heat for criticizing Amber. They're like, don't say this, don't say that, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't. I wouldn't. I never would say that about anyone else because look at all the stuff that she's done. That's why we say it. Even if you take out of the picture the alleged things she's done, there's so many things that are just proven. Yeah, probably about half of what I say is speculation. And I think I'm upfront about that most of the time, unless something slips through and I've misspoken or I've forgotten to say that this is my opinion or speculation once in a while. But even if you cut out all the speculation and things we think is probably true, there's still so much that's just definitely not the most tasteful stuff for a human being to be doing in this life. All right. So my friend Ruth, she's actually been on the channel. Someone might remember her. She posted that. It was pretty nice. And she posted this. It was pretty nice too. It was pizza. Okay. So I got this comment. You sound like Tug. I really got to disagree with this. And yeah, I think Tug sounds good. He's got his own personality. He's got his own thing going. But I don't know. I think this person was saying that as their very roundabout way to accuse me of being a copycat, and they didn't mean it literally. But either way, yeah, I do not sound like Tug whatsoever. We're from two completely different parts of the country, so no way, no how, never, never, never. So, oh, this is nothing to do with what we're talking about, but this guy risked his life to turn around on that road there. I mean, if he just hit the gas a little bit more, I mean, probably could be a woman. I don't know. All right, I'm just thinking it's a guy that probably you're dead. I mean, even if that's just like 10 feet there, well, I don't know. Just looks like he'd be dead. Yeah. It doesn't really look like he's gonna fall into like the mattresses, that you can't see off camera or something. So yeah. I don't know. Just kind of a silly little thing. All right. Let's see what else we got. Right. Here's another one from Colonel Kurtz. Again, a little bit unrelated, but she says, unpopular opinion, and most of you will hate me. They should go ahead and cancel all the superhero movies for the next few years. Give us a much needed break on all that stuff. There's been a glut of it. And I agree. Yeah, I mean, it's just too much. They're all getting very, very identity political and nah, just not working so well. So yeah, people need a big break from it. All right. But yeah, not unpopular actually. I do agree. All right, did a poll here. How do you feel about Tom Cruise? Because I saw some videos going around that, he had an interview with Matt Lauer like years ago. It's probably 10 years ago at this point, something like that. Maybe 8 years ago. You guys might remember. And, people thought Tom was like kind of crazy. Like, it's like, Matt, you don't know the history of drugs. I do. It's just a mask. Turns out he was right about a lot of what he was saying. So, he might not be that creepy and well, he's definitely not creepy. I meant he might not be that wrong after all. Um, Plus Top Gun 2 was apparently really good. So, but yeah, I'm not totally into everything he believes, and you guys know what I'm talking about, but seems like he's a little bit less crazy than a lot of people thought he was. Jumping on the couch with Oprah, fine. He jumped on a couch. It was probably to get ratings. They were probably all in on it. No big deal. You know, that's cool. Yeah, I don't, he's not my favorite, but, people assume things about him we're finding out weren't necessarily all completely accurate. But yeah, he's a little weird. Yeah, I'll give you that. I don't care. Just saying. And then I had my let's see. Oh, right. We had this news that Amber and Eve Barlow were spotted in Israel. And I made a video the day that a lot of people made a video and say that, excuse me, there's that past tense again, and said that Amber dumped Eve Barlow. I'm sure you guys all remember that went around. And I said, well, we don't actually know if they're dating in the first place. So, okay, there's that. But obviously, she didn't dump her. So, I was just a little irritated. I was just a little irritated at that. Once in a while, you see things, you're like, all right, I got to put my like flat out opinion there and not follow the narrative and, just report on what's being reported. I think Nerdet's Newsstand does that a little bit more than anyone else, is she kind of has her own opinion and the more factual, reality take on it rather than, the narrative and the news and being positive and things like that. So let's see. Okay, sorry, I think I cut out for a minute. I should be back. Okay. I had to switch Wi-Fis. I think I'm back. Yeah, that's better. Okay, Nerdak got issues, had to unsub from her. Seems like she's going, yeah, I know. I don't totally get it. I don't totally get it, but I'll admit that she knows a lot more about comics than I do. I know what I see from the surface, and I agree with what I see. That like whatchamacall, Comics Pro and G&G are reporting, and I agree with everything they say on the surface for the most part. But if you look deeper, sometimes there's a little more to it. But yeah, ultimately, I am pretty surprised how far left she's going. But anyway, what are you going to do? All right. I'll have to talk to her about it one time and really see what's up. Anyway, Eve Barlow and Amber in Israel. So we have like definitive proof here that no one got dumped. I don't think it's happening. I think they're friends. I don't think Amber's ever gonna like get rid of her like people are assuming. Yes, I'm sure Amber gets rid of people she doesn't need anymore, like a lot of people do anyway. But I just don't think she needs Eve for anything at all. So it doesn't really matter. She just whatever. She's just there. She's a friend, you know? What's up, Cupid? Nice to see you. Thank you for the membership for so long. You've been here a very long time. Really, really appreciate it. And you've had the same picture as well for a very long time. See, I remember things like that. And what's up, Phoenix? My daughter loves Manson, has been to see him in concert. Yeah, if you hear him talk at like an interview, he's really calm, collected. He doesn't play into questions. He doesn't give you the answer you want to hear for your clicks and your attention and things. He's just a really smart guy, and I have faith he did not do at least what was claimed. Did he ever hit a woman? Did he ever lose his temper and do something? Maybe. I don't know. But what's being claimed, like starvation and, all this other crazy abuse, that I don't think. Yeah, he's smart as F. He really is. What's up, Hound? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, let's see what else we got here aside from the old Eve, who's still in the news. Right, then we had this text exchange between Johnny and Marilyn Manson not that long ago. This got debunked because people said, well, hey, look, Marilyn Manson's current wife, said something that implied abuse, and that wasn't really true. All she said was that, you know, excuse me, all he said was that L, meaning Linda, is pulling an Amber on me. But that doesn't necessarily mean an Amber as far as the hoax and the fake abuse. It could just be like, freaking out and fighting and yelling and that kind of thing, right? So, it was vague, and people against Manson and against Johnny, by the way, just made the worst of their imagination with it and filled in a lot of blanks that weren't actually there. I believe if Eve and Amber would have been friends when she was married to JD, she would have won the case with you. Nah, I don't think so. Why? I mean, depends on who Eve knows and everything like that, but I don't know. E-hacker, it's it's not lovely listening to me when I mess up reading every 2 seconds. E-hacker, again, it's so lovely listening to you. Like a well-balanced scale, not making it right for everybody, but also giving everybody hell like that. Yeah, I gotta keep it real here, man. I could just completely go 100% narrative and what do you guys think? This is what this person said, but once in a while I got to call stuff out, or else what's the difference between me and like a lot of other people covering the channel, covering the news, just doing stuff. Yeah, it's getting late here. So, let's see what else. Right, then I did my Elon Musk opinion. So, 50 votes. All right, that's a decent sample size. So, awesome guy got 6%, which is not that good. No strong opinion, 34%. Don't like him that much, 54%. Love hate, which I'm kind of in that boat, is like 6% because, he's doing a lot of interesting things and I don't hate him. So, yeah, trying to think of more of these. I think this Twitter account's going to, devolve into polls because I kind of like polls, right? I did one on Ben Shapiro. Think really didn't, I don't know, got like 12 votes so far or something. So, right, got 11 votes. That's horrible. How do you feel about Ben Shapiro? Like him, 18.2, mixed 19, dislike 27, and no strong opinion 45. All right, all right. So also, I did start a second channel because I want to get to some politics finally. Not going to start here with politics. I'm going to make videos on AOC. Probably no surprise to anyone. Even I think if you're on the left mostly, you probably find her, a little bit out there. I don't know. If you're on the left, do you like AOC? I've asked people like this who are on the left side. I'm like, I get you want the issues on the left, but what do you think of AOC? And most people are like, yeah, no, 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 she's not quite exactly my type of person, things like that. So, and she does like Amber type stuff. She like made believe she was handcuffed so she could take pictures for Time and like, Newsweek and things like that where it looked like they could spin the story. So that's really weird. Sorry. That's really weird stuff. So anyway, yeah, I love this channel, but don't do politics. I'll support you. That's why I made a second channel because most people don't, and that's fine. That's fine. That's why, again, I was just gonna repeat myself. That's why I started a second channel. So if you wanna come over there and hear something political, not all political, some of it's gonna be just like crazy video reactions, like people smashing stores or stuff like that, but some politics, then yeah, check it out. See how it goes. It's got like 500 subs. And if not, yeah, this is the main channel for now. So yeah, just stay here. Hate AOC and goddamn. Hold on. Hate AOC, but goddamn, she's a good point that Congress members shouldn't be able to invest in stocks while they are making laws pertaining to them. Well, isn't that what Pelosi did? Sorry, not to get political, but isn't that what Pelosi did? So yeah. Anyway. Anyway, that's the deal. It's right here. Laura, thank you. It's right here if you want to check it out, KST. And after 1,000, then you'll never hear about it again on this channel. Because once it gets to 1,000, then it could be monetized and it's got its watch time and things, and that's it. But, up to about 1,000, hey, yeah, please come over, and that's where we got to get to. All right, yeah, enough about politics. Didn't want to get into it, but, quick mention here and there. It's not like a zero tolerance. This channel can be anything we want, but yeah, politics won't be on for long. If anyone knows what this is about, then we're more on the same page. Why are you shitting on my plate? Lord of the Rings fans, how do you know this is shit? It isn't even out yet. Lord of the Rings TV show from Amazon. If you get that, you're my friend. I know Bozek gets that. So, anyhow, Unsealed documents keep coming out and coming out. And there's a thread here that I'll get into for a little bit because I want to make a video on it. So, yeah, KST, thank you so much. But, for a minute, let me just show you guys a couple of these crazy comments that I got to get to in a video that I will get to very soon. Okay, here it is. So Amber Heard stands are now spreading misinformation about the unsealed docs so that those who didn't watch the trial or read the documents side with them. So what this is about is a lot of them are saying that they don't care if Amber abused Johnny. It doesn't matter. So, they're going to be on her side no matter what, which is what have mentioned a few times before, is what people think about that. And that confirms it. I mean, they're admitting it. At least they admit it. I'm happy they admit it then. That's fine. I mean, they're completely wrong and they've got a completely bizarre outlook on life that's skewed. However, I'll appreciate that they just admit it. So, yeah, I knew you got that, Hound. You're old school, so I'm sure you did. All right, it's down here down here somewhere, not someone. Someone wrote it down here about something. But anyway, as you could see, there's just a lot of these Amber fans just saying a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to it at some point. It'll be a pretty good video. I want to do, maybe if I can, less articles and more like clips from social media and opinions about like a thread or something. Because I don't know, articles are okay, but it's a little weird. It's like I'm just reading. Yeah, I have my opinion. I read my opinion, read my opinion. I don't know. Just seems like it could be a little more better. Like the flow could be better somehow. But yeah. All right. They're lying with unsealed docs. Yeah, that's what's going on. It's disgusting to watch the media lie and continue to protect her and rip JD apart. Makes my heart hurt. Well, yeah, that's what that umbrella guy was saying. And that's why, he's saying, like, if you give up, and a lot of people, when the case was over, I understand why they said it, but they said, ignore Amber and she'll go away. She'll be irrelevant. And the opposite will happen. If you ignore her and you stop, the regular, mature criticism, they're just gonna move in and just keep pounding it in there, and she's just gonna come back or something. So, but I get the sentiment. Like, look, if it's a movie, if it's like, I don't like Star Wars. I hate the new Disney Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan as far as the originals, so I hate the new ones because they're terrible. If you don't watch them, they'll go away. All right, if you don't like some TV show, like, if you don't like, Star Trek Picard, if you don't watch it, you don't buy the merchandise, it'll go away. So that's, I think, the kind of thing they're thinking about with Amber, but she's not a franchise, right? She's not actually a product that gets sold or bought to go away or not. She's somebody who's out there and they've got a political purpose for defending her, and, it's just not that simple. But I get why people think that, you know? Yeah. Well, it's it's not about how she feels. It's about, if the criticism goes away, the companies and corporations will feel safe bringing her out to do things again. So, I mean, it's just her feelings just don't matter. Like, whatever she's feeling in there just, doesn't really matter. So, anyway. And Laura with the super sticker. Let's look that up. First one of the night. Can I even get my live here? Yes, I can. Here we are. John. Just chilling here, man. Sorry, no fancy topic tonight. Oh, it's coffee. All right. I got to tell you guys something. I actually quit caffeine. Not for good. I'm not saying like for life. I'm not saying I quit caffeine forever. I don't believe in like quitting things for life, really. I mean, unless you have to, unless you really have to. Like, if you want to quit, like, I don't know, fried foods or cigarettes, yes. But, you know, I saw on some YouTube channel that a guy said, my phone just fell, sorry. A guy said he quit caffeine for 3 months. It was on Joe Rogan. And when he had a cup of coffee, he felt like he was like psychedelic. He felt like he was like tripping. Like it was like that good. So I want to try to quit caffeine and then see if I could have a cup of coffee and be out of my mind, I guess, just like really messed up. So that's why. I'm not saying I'm just quitting caffeine for some weird reason at random. I'm doing it because I heard this guy say that and it sounded interesting. So I don't know anyone who's done it. Pretty much, 95% of human population is addicted to caffeine. So see what happens. I don't know. I mean, how many right now out of the 90 people we have don't have caffeine? Like just don't drink it like almost ever. I don't know. Maybe some people out there, but seems like it. I take coffee. Well, yeah, it doesn't do anything to you anymore because you are used to it. Your body's used to it. So it just you don't have the feeling anymore. If you quit it for 3 months or 4 months, then it might be back. Thank you so much for that super green, super sticker, Gene. And I will check that out. Okay, it's green here, but in actuality, it's really yellow. John. It's actually yellow. We got a little face there. I've never seen that one before. Kind of like it. It's animated. It's a high quality one. I think that's why. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking about coffee, although it's not the worst thing to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to get into politics. We do want to talk about that first Heard of Manson and things like that. So, yeah, coffee's not the worst, but it ain't the best. So let's see what else we got. I will get to that in a minute. Just a number. Just want to get back to Twitter for a minute and let Jeans stay up there. Super sticker. Yes, yes. You can also type in there too. All right, here we go. Back to my normal. Johnny Depp didn't try to submit Amber's nudes into evidence. This is completely false. Not only did Amber's lawyers not supply any exhibit to support this claim, it was specifically stated he had no intention to do so. In response, I wonder why H stands didn't include this. Right. All right. So that accusation was that Johnny wanted to put Amber's nudes out there. And we don't know the timeline. So if it was after she said she got abused, then the nudes would show she had no marks on her body and they would be relevant. You know, I heard this years ago. Maybe you guys could confirm, but I actually heard they made Michael Jackson show his wee wee in court. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I remember hearing that. So I don't see why they couldn't have those photos of Amber if it was relevant. Maybe just the jury and the judge and the lawyers or something not broadcast it out there. But if it's relevant, it's relevant. But maybe it wasn't relevant. If it was just her, just like hanging out. Well, actually, it was in the bathroom. It was in the bathroom. So it didn't seem totally relevant. But if it was more relevant, like, I don't know. But Gene, thank you so much. I got to move on. Really appreciate it. And that was one of the better ones. And we got one from just a number who looks like has a unicorn there. All right, I'm down with that. I wouldn't personally have a unicorn, but you do, and that's okay for you. All right. Wait a minute. Now I'm off screen totally. That was a failure. Wait, here we go. Here it is. It's like the city. Kind of looks like New York, actually. It looks like the Empire State Building a little bit to me. It might be. That just might be the Empire State Building. All right, I lost Twitter. Wait, here it is. Here we go. Okay, so thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. I like the unicorn better than the city, by the way. I don't hate unicorns. I actually like unicorns a lot because I see unicorn fairy dust here. But for me personally, it wouldn't work that well for my brand here. Unicorns. But yeah, thank you so much for that. And we got a new member, Susan Dolan. I'm pretty sure you have been around here before. And thank you so much. I got to warn you and I got to be upfront. The membership doesn't have too many special stuff. It's just basically supporting the channel, helps me shut my wife up, and say, here, it's meaningful. So please go away and put the kids to sleep so I could do a live stream or make a video or something like that. But it is very helpful and I really appreciate it. And of course, you got the nice screen now. You can get the little hacker icon. But once in a while, I do have content on my membership. Well, thank you, Angie. I am definitely down to earth. That's right. You gotta be. That's what I do. That's why I have a channel here. Because if I wasn't down to earth, then, like I said, I wouldn't really have much of a purpose, you know? So, anyway, your wife wants more of your attention. No, she doesn't. Not at all. All she wants is money and for me to watch the kids so she can be left alone. She works really hard. She's got a tougher job than most people I know and you know. But you know, it's not her fault, but no, that's not what she wants. Trust me. She actually wants me to get a haircut because I have like a bald spot here, but like no one can see it. So I'm like, well, I get like 3 to 5,000 people watching the channel. Wait, I'm wrong. The channel gets like 20,000 views a day. So if I shave my head, like everybody sees it, like 20,000 people a day see that. But if she wants me to like get a buzz cut, then just she sees it and appreciates it. But yes, shutting up the wife fun. Yep, Hal knows about it. But I've got another one from Susan. So thank you, Susan. But yeah, so that's it. Either I shave my head and everybody sees it, and like half the people are like, that looks kind of weird, but okay, whatever. But my wife's happy, or I don't, and my wife isn't happy, and she's just one person, then the thousands of people passing by and everything are happier. I don't know. It's I don't care so much, but just saying. Just saying. Okay, I've never seen this one either. So this is gonna be an interesting one. It's a looks like an old Nintendo control or like a Super Nintendo when they had the colors. The first Nintendo was all red and gray. So it's definitely some kind of controller. So thank you so much, Susan. And I have never seen that one either. First time for everything. That's spectacular. Almost got 100 people in here. Gonna go up to 100. I wonder why. Maybe it's because it's getting late in the morning, later in the morning. And if I had a nickel for every time I stuttered or something, that would be good too. That would be good too. Okay, so yeah, here we are. So they tweeted this out, and they said like, "Hey, look at this. Johnny did the same thing as Amber. Johnny changed colors on his photos, because there's this one, and then there's this one here. So look at that." But the problem is, the one that they said looked different was from the Daily Mail, and it wasn't his. You know, I wouldn't shave it. I'd get a buzz cut. I wouldn't just shave it. I don't want like pure white. I mean, so yeah. Nah, I'd get a buzz cut though, kind of like an army thing, I guess. I mean, doesn't really matter. Like I said, I'm married and have kids and I'm not planning on ever, dating or anything like that. So whatever. And if that's what my wife wants, I guess fine. But eh, eh, I don't know. I care and I don't care. Yeah, it's like gonna be midnight here. I'm always tired and I quit caffeine. Not for good, temporarily. So yeah, usually I have a coffee, usually, or I have Coke or one of those they have like these Coke energy drinks now. But now I have green tea and I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, yeah, Daily Fail. However, the Daily Mail actually wrote a fantastic article pointing out how some university actually, was against Johnny and they shouldn't be, which I'm going to cover. So they're really flip flop. They are not, you know, justice for Amber. I stand with Amber. They really aren't. They have their fair share of mixture, much more than Newsday. Newsdays is a convenience store in Japan, so I'm getting it confused with Newsweek. Newsweek has the occasional good article about Johnny. No, I wasn't talking about ED. Why? No, I wasn't. But I could. Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, all right. Let's talk about it for a second. It got around just a little bit about Johnny. When he was with Amber, he was 55. So, like, even if you're a woman, your body doesn't work the same at 55 as it did at like even 35 or even 40. Your body's just different. It goes for everybody. The guy just, his thing does it in that way. So obviously you describe it like that, but the woman is the same way. Her stuff just doesn't work the same. So Johnny's going to be 60. He was getting towards 60 when he was with Amber. So it's just like a given. It's like common sense that a guy that old would not be functioning the same way as someone younger. I guess kids these days are stupid enough to think it's something bad or something wrong, though. Because, yeah, kids these days are kind of strange. Just got to say, I used to look at my grandfather and be like, "How come you hated the, flower power generation and those kids back then? And what was up with that?" I didn't understand. I was like, "I would have been one of them against you, grandpa." And now I look back at, and I'm like, "Yeah, I see why he thought that." And he was right about most of it, you know. And South Park was right. There's really nothing more selfish than getting together and just listening to music for days at a time and doing no work and nothing. And when I was, like, younger, I would have been like, "Yo, F you, it's freedom. Why can't I listen to music? Why can't I get wasted and, go to some party for 3 days and listen to music?" And you can. You're not hurting anybody. But for society to function and for the wheels to keep moving and the world to go round, how many people can possibly do that? So it is selfish, and yeah. Anyway, I would have never seen that when I was like 17, 18, even 20, even like maybe even 30 or something. But, eventually you get older and you kind of wake up. What's up, D? Thank you. Yeah, I got that from South Park mostly. I got, really learned that from South Park. So South Park's great. I don't know who still watches South Park in this audience here, but I think it's awesome. I just love it. It's so good. And they're still good. Like, they still make good episodes. Not like they just kind of like petered out and now it sucks. No, they're still pretty on top of their game. They are from Colorado, and Colorado is a pretty good place. There is now infighting with Amber Stans. A friend of this person threatened to misgender a trans Amber Stan named Lav. She also called her an idiot for supporting Ukraine. Oh, gosh. Yeah, so, all right, Ukraine is one of those things that I just feel there has to be something we're not being told. Like, there has to be. It just automatically became political. So, like, I would never be on the side of physical violence. Always against that. Absolutely against physical violence. Actually attacking people. 100%. But I just feel like there's just got to be something that's not being told. So, that's all I'll say about that. But, people make it a political issue and go back and forth. And if you support it, they're on your side. If you don't, it's nuts. Hate this political crap these days. Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Amber stands literally saying no, you, despite the overwhelming evidence provided take two on that one. Amber stands literally saying no, you, despite the overwhelming evidence provided primarily by Amber herself by pointing to the contrary. You couldn't make this SHIT up. Yeah, that's what I tell people, and I'm sure you guys tell people too. And I also say this with my own political battles is I'm not going by what my side is saying about the person. I'm going by what they're saying about themselves. That's the thing that I don't think a lot of people understand. And to be honest, I'm very politically balanced. If you take the big issues, I'm really 50-50 politically. But when I argue on one side, what I tell people is I'm not going by what some pundit said who convinced me. I'm going by what your side said and thinking about what they said before that, maybe a couple of months before that, and then coming to my conclusion. So, Same thing with Amber stands. Like, we're not going by what we got convinced by Ben Chu and by, Camille or by Johnny. We're going by what Amber said herself. And there's no better way to go that's how you call somebody out. That's how you win arguments. And sure, we're partly going by what Johnny said, and okay, that's fine. But the most damning evidence is the stuff she's saying about herself. Said that twice, 3 times already. Moving on. Moving on. Here we go. Right. Yeah, I mean, 6,000 pages is a bundle. That is a lot to read through, and I got a video coming out here. I'll give you guys a little preview of a video because why not? It's a live stream, and um, this is a lazy video, by the way. It's not heavily edited at all, but that's okay. I'm gonna try a little more of those. I want to try less editing and more uploading faster. So let's see. Home, manage videos. Here it is. It's Johnny Depp slammed by TikTok. See, it's not out yet. So basically, I forgot what it's about. I'm talking so much, taking so long to find the video, I forgot my point. But one of the points is this. It's not very heavily edited. And it's about how Newsweek is saying that TikTok is slamming Johnny. TikTok is getting millions of views slamming Johnny. And they point out this one video that got 190,000 views, which is not so great. That Umbrella Guy and Andy and Yellow Flash pretty frequently get 190K. Even I do once in a while. And then one did get 1.6 million, which is pretty good. But my theory is this. If a Pro Amber video got 1.6 million views, first of all, it's not just Pro Amber, it's about the case. Second of all, it's a lot of Johnny fans watching it. So probably half of the Johnny fans, if not more, count for those views. But Newsweek wants you to think that it's Amber fans and Amber supporters and people on Amber's side who are checking that out. But I can't say for sure, just my personal speculation with that many views, because I've never seen Pro Amber stuff get that many views on YouTube. It's hard enough to find it. I guess you can more these days than you could have in the past, but it's even hard to find Amber, supporters making videos with good points and things like that. So anyway, that video will be out and it's fine. It's just not me, nothing fancy, just pretty much the article. See what happens. Because there's a channel I watch, and getting off topic for 1 second here about like YouTube stuff, and I'm sure probably Hound, yeah, my throat's really dry. Hound probably knows the channel. A couple of you guys might know, it's called Ryan Kinnell. I actually chat with him once in a while on text, more so in the past than now, but he knows who I am. He's got about 160,000 followers, and he's got a great background, but he doesn't ever edit slideshows or anything. He just takes the article out as it is with the ads, reads the text, and that's it. Then he goes around to the next video. And he does it on purpose because he's full-time YouTuber. He could edit them if he wants, but he's choosing not to. So I might just get more content out than, RK Outpost. So he doesn't edit out ads, nothing. He has his background, then that's it. Just the videos. So I might try that style because there's a reason he does it. There's a reason him and Jeremy and a lot of those guys do it like that. Sorry, one more minute on this. You guys might know a couple of other YouTubers like Neurotics and things like that who do make edits, like Doomcock makes good edits, fancy stuff. But a lot of them just hit the news and they go to the next. Anyway, the one continuous take cycle. Yeah, kind of what I might go for a little bit more. We'll see. Because there was a video I did called Sky News Slams Amber, and it got 160,000 views, and it was a really terrible edit, and it was no background, just the ads and all the garbage, and it blew up. So who knows? I kind of like Sky News though. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like Sky News. What are you gonna do? I got a notification. Anyway, I don't know. That's about all we got for the news. As you guys could see, I changed my Twitter account to John Paul Rye, which now matches up with my personal channel because, as you guys might or might not know, there are people after Johnny channels now, and probably the craziest of people are on Twitter. And if they can find my channel through Twitter, then there you go. That's going to be the worst. So this channel is not going to be connected with Twitter, for better or for worse, for a long time. And that's it. I mean, Twitter didn't do much. Twitter gets you some, yeah, subs here and there, views here and there, but, not much. Okay. I didn't see that. I mean, I see them reporting heavily against Amber. I guess they just totally play both sides. So I don't know. I mean, Fox News also plays both sides pretty heavy. They had one of the ex-judges on the show really slam Amber about as hard as you could. And then they had a pro-Amber article just the other day. So some of them just flatly play the middle, like let's straight up play the middle. So, I don't know what to say. Like, if you stopped watching every channel that played the middle, you'd be down to nothing pretty much. So that's just what the news is. But yeah, I'm not judgmental. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. I watched the Australian one, not the American one. And we know Australia does not like Amber so much because she pulled some little stuff there as well. Is that alleged or is that? No, that's proved. That's not even allegedly. She did that stuff. What's up, Mary Lynn? Nice to see you. By the way, I know you got I got your request to promote your situation or something, but I just didn't get around to it. I still could at some point. Just, I don't know. I'm that busy. I'm just that busy. I can remember things, but I can't always get to them. Anyway, I remember at some point I still might get to it. So yeah, that's it. That's the news. Got to check out Legal Bites at some point. Got to see what she says. I don't know what this is. I guess National Beat Poetry Foundation. Johnny Depp musician, artist, new generation beat poet. Okay. I don't know. I think Johnny got some kind of I could see Johnny doing poetry. I think he got some kind of award or something. But yeah, I could definitely see it. He sounds like a poet. He's got like that slow talk, and he would probably pause. He has good pauses, I guess. Thank you so much. How do you say that name? Adrienne. Almost like Adriana from The Sopranos, but it just goes Adrienne, not Adriana. I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm sure I've seen you here before. Thank you so much. Playing the middle, I don't mind, but blatant lying. Yeah, me too. What can I say? I just Sky News, I see some things that I really agree with. So what can I say? Then sometimes I don't. I don't know. It's tough. It's kind of tough right now for news sources like that because if you play one side like really hard, then you're really limited in what you say and your narrative. But if you play both sides, there's such a split in the public right now, then like half your fans are going to hate you 1 minute and it's got to be rough. All right. Just keep looking, see what we got here. But anyway, gonna end it here. We're about on 1 hour. Had a nice little chat. It's about midnight where I am. First live. Well, thanks so much. I don't do them so often, once in a while. Can't say I didn't make any mistakes here, but I corrected most of them with a take two or something. Kind of have like dry mouth. No, I didn't smoke anything, but I have dry mouth just because I guess it's kind of hot in here. And yeah, that's it for now. Gonna do some thanks on about 1 hour. So let's see. Can I go? I could go all the way up to the top. All right, so let's see who was here all the way since the beginning. All right, start here. Thank you, Laura B. Appreciate it. Thank you, Bosette. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Die for JD. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Little Rock. Thank you, Just Chillin'. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Lena. Or is it Lena? It's probably Lena. Objection hearsay. Thank you. And let me see. Thank you, Kim. And thank you, Laura, again. Clicking kind of at random here. Thank you, Red, if you're still even here. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Little Rock. Thank you, Hound. Been here a very long time. Always nice to see you. And thank you, Angie. Thank you, Cupid. Nice to see you if you're still here. Thank you, Die for JD, JBL. Thank you, KST. And thank you for subbing to my personal channel. I should make a video for that. Thank you, Just a Number. And thank you for that super chat. Thank you, Gia. And thank you, Jean, so much. Jean Woodhouse. That's an easy name. All right, got that one right. Thank you, Just a Number, once again. And thank you, Susan. And thank you, Laura, for that first super chat. I remember that too. And thank you, Susan, once again. And thank you, Unicorn. And yeah, that is about it. I'll try to do a live if I can, when something comes up. If you're not subscribed here and you're watching, I'm doing pop culture, celebrity news, stuff like that. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time. Done here for now. Have a good one.